Well, if you got a dollar, well, just lousy down. You know that I got rhythm that could suit your budget fine. You can take or leave me, but you ain't got much time, 'cause I just keep on rolling down the line.
Hey, this is Patrick with Trusty Huckster Mercantile. Welcome to my channel. Doing a little bit of a shot on location, and I don't typically shoot during the day, but I don't usually have a view out a window like this. I'm on the 25th floor of a downtown hotel. You get to pick which city I'm in, little undisclosed location. I tried to actually film in front of the window, but I don't know, the people that get to do stuff like that, I'll have to get some tips from them, because every time I moved, it would change whether it was focusing out the window or it was focusing on me, and it was actually distracting me even trying to film. So you get a little intro with where I am, but now you just get me back in a boring corner of my hotel room. But hey, I have good light, so there's good things for that. So what this video is covering is a little bit of a wrap-up of the Trusty Traveler. So if you have not followed my channel in the past or don't exactly know what this program was, back at the beginning of the summer, I started circulating 21 individual small boxes that were being distributed kind of geocaching style. The 21 boxes started out kind of like this. And the first 21 actually went to customers. I had a way of how those were being distributed based on one of my live sales. But the idea was they went to 21 different people and then they could distribute them however they wanted. The idea was they'd get the box. I put 5 items into each box. I paid for the shipping for all 21 boxes to go out into the wild. And again, geocaching style, each person that received a box took one item out, placed another item to replace that the item they took, and sent that on to someone else. It could have stayed within the vintage community, it could have gone to friends, it could have gone wherever they wanted to go. The only expectation was at some point, starting in October, we are now in October, the boxes would return to me, because all of the items that I received back, so all 21 boxes hopefully will all return with 5 items each. All 105 items that I receive back will go into the fundraiser for the Just One More Dachshund Rescue that I will be organizing for November 11th at 8 p.m. Eastern on my YouTube channel. So the first box that came back was lucky number 13. So box number 13, they all went out approximately the same time. I think there was about a week where it took me to get them all out the door. But for the most part, they've all been circulating for several months. They all went out with a little book, and the book came back to me intact, and the book is what was helping me keep track of who got them, you know, and then we also were keeping track of what people took, what people added. That probably ended up being less critical. This is the first time I did it, so there's things I learned from this. One of the things that I probably need to work on for next year was I basically lost track of all of the boxes. Some people were posting on Instagram, but if you didn't have an Instagram channel, there was no way to do that. You know, we'll figure out improvements for next year. But box number 13 is the first one that came back, and what I was excited to see is that box number 13 circulated to 11 different people. So it did make some moves, and I decided based on this one, I'm going to do kind of an unofficial, it won't really be a contest because I didn't announce it ahead of time, but I definitely want to see which boxes circulated to the most people. So box number 13, out of the gate, because the first one I got is the winner right now with 11 different people who participated in the challenge. So it started with Reclaimed Treasures by Mary. From her it went to Vintage and Vinyl, and then went to Empty Nesting 2, aka Maria. Then it went to Wishbone Antiques 77. Then it went to the Vintique Mall, Ulysses and Ryan. Then Katya's Collections. Then Megan at the Cosmic Cottage. Monica at Threads in Time Store, Jenny at Funky Junkie Jen, then Durin's Vintage Journey, and finally with Kellyanne at Kayann's Odds and Olds, who returned it back to me. So, of the 11 people, you know, do the math of, I guess the box always had 5 things, but I don't know, 11 plus 5, 16 different items, I guess, that would have been circulated. What I was happy to see is when it came back to me, this particular box, none of them were the items I started with. So at some point, somebody took at least one of the items that I had included. So what I got back was a new box of all entirely new items from those that group of individuals. And so I'll showcase some of them. So this one, little porcelain baby, kind of like, I want to say the name was actually given like baby out to dry or something. It kind of looks like they're being hung from a clothesline. Cute, disturbing, you'd be the judge. So we got this little ornament was included. We've got a 54-piece puzzle. Excellent little vintage. Looks like, I don't know if that's a Sunbonnet Sue or if that's a specific or just a generic country, with a little quilt skirt on there. Little puzzle. One of my favorite pieces. This is the smallest piece on the inside of a Matryoshka Russian nesting doll. So you got this cute little piece. And then a couple people, what they did was they created like little envelopes or little packets of things. Now I do know from following the ones that posted on Instagram, some of those packets basically they got put in the box and then they were taken back out of the box because you could take whatever you wanted. So some of the cooler packages never made it back for the fundraiser. That's totally fine. This was all just for fun. But some of the little packages did come back. So I wanted to highlight. So this was one. This cute little horse and I guess part of a cart. Got definitely a primitive look because he maybe had a little bit of a rough life. I have a feeling the cart would have extended a little bit more, and pretty sure the horse would have had all 4 legs, but that's okay. He's kind of cute. And that little package also then had a little thimble. It had it's like a little jade hot pepper. I'm not sure what that is, by glass. A little hot pepper. We got a little tie tack pin. Somebody's got the initials of H. They're set because they've got a great little pin. A good luck charm. Good luck. Pass it on. Little token that was in the little set. Coca-Cola themed card. Little package topper. Some stickers that were added, and then also one of the stickers came. I don't know if this actually was part of the packet or if this was just loosely in, but this was one of the people who had the package and sent it on. It had a little sticker in there, so include that. And then the last one was another little set, and I feel guilty because it's a great Halloween themed set, but these will not be sold until after Halloween. So whoever gets them will have to hold on to them till next year. But they're these little set. If you've seen the little Halloween trees, hobby stores and things like that, these are the little ornaments that you would hang from your Halloween tree. So you've got little pumpkin, haystack. I don't know what he is. Pumpkin black angel. What is that? Little ghost coming out of the boo box. So it's got a nice little collection of these little ornaments that you would be able to either decorate a tree, a wreath, or whatever type of Halloween decor you do. One of the things that was critical about circulating the box is that everything in the box had to be lightweight because we were trying to make sure that it stayed under a pound so it could be shipped via first-class mail, making it inexpensive for everyone to pass it on to each other. When you go over a pound, things start getting a little bit more expensive, and I didn't want the cost of the shipping to deter someone from participating. So all the items that came in were all very lightweight, very nicely packed. Everything arrived in one piece. I'm assuming that the horse started in less than one piece, but it didn't break in transit because I didn't find the extra limbs, sitting at the bottom of the box. So, it's just a great little piece of primitive that you'd have fun. Who knows what you could decorate with it. So that's the first box that came back. So box number 13, Lucky 13 is the first one. There are 20 more boxes that hopefully will be making back to me. If you see this video and you suddenly remember, oh wow, I have a box, I need to do something with that, you do need to send it back, but will say that there are a couple of names that got missed. Let's call it for what it is. We all have a learning process. I had a list of people that were interested in participating, and so when some people got the boxes, they would contact me and say, hey, I don't know really who to send it to. Can you suggest anybody? And I would give them a name off the list. Out of all the names I had on the list, only one person did not get captured. People stopped asking me before I got to that last name. So if you have one of those boxes before shipping it back to me, please contact me because I do want to make sure that if possible, I want to make sure that person gets a box. However, since I made that announcement the last video, I've now discovered that on at least 2 separate occasions, based on 2 separate people who have contacted me, unfortunately I gave those people's names to someone who contacted me and said, hey, who should I ship this to? But evidently they did not get the package shipped to them. So most likely the person who asked for the name then found somebody local or found a friend or found somebody else who asked for the box and they shipped it to them. So hopefully the boxes are still in circulation, but because I had given out the names, I checked them off the list and assumed they got a box. And now as we wrap to the end, I discovered 2 people that were very early in the list never got a box. So I'm hoping to, if people are seeing this and they are still holding their boxes waiting to ship them back, that they will contact me and I will be able to double back and catch those 2 people that missed. And if you had given me your name and you also didn't get a box, let me know. You know, I'm not sure how I'm going to fix this for next year. I will admit I basically gave the name and then moved on. I kind of figured, well, somebody asked, they'll use it. We'll just stop there. So I don't know how I'm going to fix that to make sure it doesn't happen next year. I guess I'm going to have to verify afterwards. Whatever. We'll make it work. But I really appreciated all of the interest that people had in the program and all the people that did participate. So I feel bad for the ones that got inadvertently eliminated. And so I will double back, and I'm hopefully we'll be able to ship boxes to them as well. So that was really it. I just wanted to showcase. I hauled this all the way here on this trip because I just wanted to start showcasing that these boxes are coming back. I will try and highlight the boxes as they come in, maybe on Instagram. Who knows what I'm going to do, because I do want to start highlighting some of them what will be part of the Just One More Dachshund rescue. And if you're not familiar with the rescue, there are other videos on my channel that highlight the actual rescue as well as some details of what's coming up for the actual fundraiser. So I hope you will be able to participate in the fundraiser either by making an outright donation, some level of sponsorship, or by participating in the live sale and the items that will be going on to my eBay store, with all of the proceeds going to the Just One More Dachshund Rescue Organization, jomdr.org. So thanks so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoy. I have a great weekend. Appreciate your time. Appreciate you putting your trust in Trusty Huckster, and I will be talking to you again soon. Bye-bye.
Well, show me a sign if you're wishing me to stay. Otherwise, I say goodbye, finish out the day. And that sunrise in the morning and you got nothing to say. Oh, that's when I'll be headed on my